Back to the pandemic now. CTV News has learned the P1 or Brazilian variant is surging in the Vancouver area. We've gone from a handful of cases to more than 200 in the course of a couple of weeks at a single lab. More now from CTV's Penny Daflos, who broke the story today.
Within the St. Paul's Hospital complex is a massive lab that tests the majority of COVID samples in Vancouver Coastal Health. It's where scientists first discovered an undetected cluster of the P1 variant. On March 10th, there were just 14 cases found in the entire province. 2 weeks later, 176. Now CTV News has learned there are up to 215 cases at the downtown lab alone.
At St. Paul's Hospital, we've actually identified more P1 variants than the entire United States. It is the most concerning. It's the one that scientists are really concerned about.
First discovered in Brazil, scientists say not only is P1 more infectious, it can reinfect those who've recovered from COVID.
It is concerning because this is a variant that we've seen be very destructive in Brazil, and there's concerns about the effectiveness of vaccines.
The provincial health officer has spoken extensively about the B117 variant first discovered in the UK and the most common variant in BC. She didn't bring up P1 until asked yesterday.
Yes, we are watching those very carefully. Most of those are no longer active cases. There was a large cluster in Vancouver Coastal that was contained.
Dr. Henry says that BC is now screening close to 100% of positive samples for variants. In the United States, however, they're screening only a small fraction, with critics questioning whether the U.S. might be flying blind when it comes to variants. In Brazil, hospitals are overwhelmed and thousands more die daily, led by a president rejecting public health advice. As doctors fight a losing battle against variant-fueled COVID. That glimpse into the future is concerning to experts.
We're just at the cusp of seeing an influx of variants. And so it's a critical point in the pandemic. And I think now is not the time to be complacent.
Penny Daflos, CTV News, Vancouver.